Hi guys and welcome, and today I'm going to be bringing you a Clash Royale video on how to counter a spawner deck. Now this applies for any level and any arena really, because we all know spawner decks are annoying and can be very annoying. So what I've done is I've asked a few people in my clan to make a couple of spawner decks, because up here you don't see them that much, but it's always helpful to know how to counter them. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of battles against each other. They're going to be using spawners, and I'm going to be using this deck, which is archers, spear goblins, level 3 baby dragon, level 7 giant, knight, Valkyrie, the bomb tower, and the bowler. Now I'm going to use one with the bowler because only one, because I know that lower levels won't have the bowler. So what I'm going to do is, for the next raid, I'm going to swap it out with the wizard. As you can see, I don't really use this deck much. I didn't mean to do that. I don't use this deck much, and most of my cards can be upgraded, which I might do in the future, but I'm not going to do right now. So as I said, use this deck once, then use the wizard one a couple of times, and you can see how you can counter this spawner deck, probably one of the most annoying decks in the game, throughout the game, rather than just in certain levels and arenas, because there are some more annoying decks a bit later on when you get a bit higher up. But for you lower level people, I would recommend using this deck just to counter them spawners, especially if you come up against them quite a lot. So let's request a battle. Let's go to Frozen Peak, the one that I'm in at the moment. I did manage to get to Legendary Arena again today, but then I messed it up again. I do think that there's certain times when Clash Royale is a little bit easier throughout the day. When I'm at work, it seems to be really easy, and I seem to go up levels. But when I get back from work, I seem to lose quite a bit. I will hope that they're actually going to accept this friendly battle. Oh wait, they just did. So let's go into this first battle against my Uncle Alan. I did mention him in the last video, the one last night on Clash of Clans, and he's coming in with the barb hut on the left, and the tombstone as well. And as you can see, that baby dragon is doing some good work against that barb hut, and I've already done quite a bit of damage to his right tower there. What you've got to do when you're going up against a spawner deck is make sure that you push on the opposite side, but make sure you also defend against their actual spawners. So the bomb tower will do well. So basically what you got to look for is a lot of splash damage, because splash damage will create a massive problem for the spawner decks, obviously, as they all group up together and it pretty much kills them straight away. So as you can see, my Valkyrie still did quite a bit of damage to his left hand tower, even though they did have the spawn deck there, and I'm doing reasonably well here. That seems to... Let's see whether we can get both towers down to nothing. As you can see, he is... Oh, he's actually a level 9. I didn't realise that. Uncle Alan, I'm sorry. I thought you were a bit lower than me. But turns out you're not. And as you can see, I've got one tower down already, and I am sitting on full elixir, so I'm going to put down a bomb tower, and start pushing on the other side now that they've started the spawner on that side. Right. So, as you can see with this, it's a lot of splash damage, as I said, but you use the giant to take down the spawners as well if they put them in front of the of their towers. And as you can see, I just got the second tower down. 4 seconds left. I'm not going to get the king tower, but they did. My uncle did very little damage to my towers, as you can see with the spawner decks as well. So it worked reasonably well there. Let's go for another one. See who is going to be going. I'm going to be going against, and this time I am using the Royal arena. Right. So this time it's the game. I've been playing with my uncle and the game for years now on Clash of Clans, and since Clash Royale came out, we all started our kind of own clan here, with the same name as our Clash of Clans one that we used together. So he seems to have he's got a legendary in his deck, which I will take out quickly with this the archers. But as you can see, my deck seems to work really well against these spawners. So if you are struggling and you are coming up against spawners like this, then the best thing to do is use this deck. If you've forgotten what it is, then he's got a, and there's a good counter to the graveyard. There is the Valkyrie, because obviously it takes it out very quickly. I'm sorry, I'm concentrating on this game as well, but so at the moment it's looking like he's actually done more damage to my tower than I have to his. I'm going to start pushing on the left hand side because he's putting a spawner up on the right, and now it's just a case of distracting them barbs and putting that bomb tower back down. So now that it's double elixir, obviously there is a lot more happening, a lot more spawners. This is where it becomes a problem with spawner decks. He saw that I used my Valkyrie and he used it to his advantage there, but the archers are also a very good counter to the graveyard. So I'm going to go in with the giant, and hopefully this time we'll get a nice... I'll get the tower down and then therefore the win. Game seems to be doing a little bit better against me than my uncle did. But let's go for the Valkyrie there. And that looks like that's defended, and we might get the tower here. Yeah, there we go. I didn't realise that a level 4 bowler did that much damage to the tower, 200 plus maybe. But yeah, that went well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to the other deck. So I'm going to switch out the wizard and the bowler, and let's see how it goes this time. And we're going to go back down to Builder's Workshop. So this time against Uncle Alan again. Start with the spear goblins, as I did last time. This deck is more for people that aren't higher up, and they are they don't have the bowler yet, so all you need to do is use the wizard instead. And he used that furnace quite well to defend against my troops coming to the left. We seem to have both not done a lot of damage to each other's towers. And that wizard, as you can see, did quite a bit of damage there to them troops. And I do find that you can change it to a witch as well, or you could use the witch and the wizard together instead of using the baby dragon, and that works perfectly as well. You might also want to take a spell in with you, but that's completely up to you. You can vary the deck a bit, but I mean, as long as you get at least 2 bits of splash damage in the deck, it should work well for you. And he's got the minion horde coming up, and that dragon completely annihilated it. So what I'm going to do, knowing that he's used his minion horde now, I am going to get that giant going and use the wizard to take down that. And use the Valkyrie in front. And don't forget to defend against the their pushes when you're pushing. And what you could use the giant for is just a tank while you wait for the game to end, because obviously, like, the spawners will keep on coming, and if you use the giant as a tank, it will just postpone the attack. So we'll do one more attack with using that deck, and then I think we will call it a day. So this is the final attack that I'm going to be doing against the game. Hopefully we'll get another win, and I'll be able to show you how to use the deck with the wizard rather than the baby dragon. But he seems to have gone quite heavy straight away. And as you can see, I've got that right hand tower down. So let's start with the push on the other side. and he's put his princess where I can actually take it out straight away. If you're gonna try and use something to try and take out a building in the middle there, once someone's tower's down, I wouldn't recommend using it on the side where they can actually take it out. I would recommend going for the side that your troops are coming in at, so that they don't take it out. Right, so it's getting to double elixir. This is where it's going to get crazy. Game is a good attacker, so he knows what he's doing. I'm not too sure whether he's used to using a spawner deck, but he does like that graveyard card, and it does cause a bit of trouble if you don't take care of it. It can definitely cause a lot of trouble. See, he's managed to get my tower down to 900 there, and look at how many spear goblins he's got going there. It can get crazy. And the tower's down to 171, and it looks like I'm going to get the very, very lucky win there. Good game. Right, so if you enjoyed the video, guys, leave a thumbs up down below. I want to give a massive shout out to the game and Uncle Alan for helping me out with this video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Subscribe if you want more Clash Royale videos. I will be uploading it once a week at least. And thank you once again for watching.